Hello, 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 and welcome to a very special Q&A freaking Thursday. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. Today, we are, I guess today, we have this whole entire week, we have Armour Detail Supply here in the house. And so joining me for this Q&A, I have to my left, actually to my right, I have Mr. DJ Mayo from ADS. DJ, what's going on?
How we doing, guys?
Very good, very good. Happy to have you here, man. Happy brand week.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And so you're going to be doing some detailing today, right?
We are. We're going to see if we can't get this Porsche looking a little better.
Heck yeah, I think we can. I think it's going to look really, really good.
I think so.
We have a handful of ADS products that DJ is going to be laying down here on this Porsche Boxster. And so we'll be seeing that kind of in the background, and any questions that we have for him or the brand, we'll be dishing over to him. But back to me over here. Joining me today, since Mr. Dane Anthony is out sick, I have pulled in the one and only.
Thank you, Anthony.
Full send Carson.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you, Carson. It's going to be great. So we initially thought about pulling in Gabriel for this Q&A. He didn't make the cut.
I guess so.
Yeah, did you guys do like rock, paper, scissors, or what do you guys do?
Nothing at all.
No, you just dominated. You just said, I'm doing this.
I guess so, yeah.
Pushed him out of the way. Yeah. You pushed him to the floor, actually.
I did, and then I laughed at him.
He was crying, and you laughed at him.
No, he wasn't crying.
Oh, he was just weeping.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, anyways, so he's in the office, you're here, and we are ready to answer some questions. But really quick, some housekeeping. Right now, at theradcompany.com, it's ADS brand week. So if you spend $75 or more, you receive a free pink M22 drying towel, which is super awesome. So this is going to be the sidekick to your hero. It's an awesome rinseless wash drying towel. It's an awesome drying towel in general. But if you actually go over to the Armour Detail Supply main page, you'll see that we've curated a few different bundles that you guys can pick up and actually save quite a bit on. So we have the Armour Essential Kit, which is great. That's going to be some of the biggest hitters from ADS for $70. We have the ADS Exterior Wash Bundle, which is going to contain some drying towels as well as wash mitts and a couple other extra towels, and that's going to get you in the door right there about $100. And then the Armour Wheel and Tire Bundle is going to be about $70, and that's going to give you everything that you need, including some brushes and towels to make sure your wheels are perfectly clean. So
that's my favorite.
We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Everything from ADS is just absolutely amazing. They make amazing chemicals. I'm not just saying that just because they're here, but everything here is worth trying. And I am sure, I can guarantee you that at least one ADS product will be living in your detailing regimen, from here on out once you try it. So, now, other than that, though, it has been a busy week. We've been shooting a lot of content. DJ's been here now for a few days, and he'll be heading out probably tomorrow. But I would say that, between the content we've been shooting and the short form and everything that you guys have been posting, it's really been awesome on all social media fronts.
Absolutely.
And I'm really proud of the shipping and packing team for being able to keep up with these brand weeks, because I know it's been pretty crazy. So, DJ.
Yes.
This is your second time in Boise, as technically visiting the Rad Company.
It is.
Right. And so, what's your main takeaway? What does Boise remind you of? Like, what do you like the most about this place?
The people.
Oh, stop it! You mean that?
I do.
Okay. The food's all right. We've had some okay food, pretty decent food.
It's always good, when you travel to get out of town to get some local cuisine. But no, I mean the food's been great. The people's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
And you're whipping Sydney's Mini Cooper S, right? Does it still smell like Joey and Alex from last week?
It does. We weren't sure what it was, but now that we kind of figured it out a little bit more, it definitely leaves some remnants of those two.
It's like a Canadian musk.
It's a Canadian musk, exactly.
Canadian musk, like kind of mixed with a little bit of kind of like Tech Boy smell. I don't really know how to describe it, but it just kind of smells like burned electronics a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of
Sweet
California.
sour.
Yeah, there's definitely something burny, smelly coming from that car.
The passenger seat was so far back.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you fit a Jack Reacher-sized gentleman into a small vehicle like that. So, but no, I just want to get your thoughts as far as being here. I know obviously we love having you here at TRC, and we love making content with you guys. But Bradley was here last time, and so he held down the fort for it was pretty much all of the pre-content before ADS Pro launched, right?
Correct.
So we installed that on the truck, and we had a ton of fun with him. And this time it's you, and then maybe TR SEMA, we may get both of you, maybe?
There's always that chance.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Who knows,
Yeah.
right? Swing for the fences there.
Yeah.
Now, DJ, are you guys going to be at SEMA?
We will be. We'll be there. We get in midday Tuesday, and we'll be there through Saturday morning.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Yep.
you'll be there during the week, and no booth, but you guys will be roaming the halls, right? You guys will be saying hi to everybody.
Correct. Well, we will be running around. There may or may not be a time where you could come by a certain booth and see us for a couple hours, ask a couple questions, but we will be around.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Yeah, I can't wait. So, anyways, we can go ahead and jump into some questions here. We have you guys for the next 2 hours. We will be doing a break halfway through here where you can grab snacks and a drink. So, starting here and the iPad, my favorite thing to run. I love doing this, Carson.
Yeah, I know you do.
Carson, hold on. Before we jump into this, I feel like we haven't, pulled you into a Q&A in quite some time, right?
I just been washing the cars.
You just been washing the car. So
Yeah.
what does it feel like to sit in Dane's seat?
It's cool.
Could you see yourself in there in the long run?
I would never replace Dane.
Really?
Yeah.
You never replace the guy in the middle?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't recommend it either.
I miss him too much.
We also miss Dane. It's just not the same in the office without him,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah.
We need somebody to kind of chuckle in the back. He
Yeah.
kind of does the thing where he shrugs his shoulders and he just goes.
If I see a cool car on socials, like I'd ask him, "Hey, what is this?" and he'd tell me.
Yeah.
So I do miss him.
Dane, sorry you're feeling under the weather. Hopefully you start feeling a lot better here soon. So, all right, Carson, here we go. AT4, jumping into this. We're going to go ahead and send this out. What does that say?
Working an extra day today. Busy season is here, and I'll miss the show. I hope you guys have a great time, and I'll see you on the replay.
Ooh,
we miss you too,
okay.
AT4.
We will see you here soon. Got DIY with Kane.
Hello, Team TRC. Early check-in from MN via Fargo.
Nice. All right, and then we got the Rad Company chiming in here
we know
to
that.
say to drop your questions in here. One who shall remain nameless. What are we naming him today? DJ. Yes. We have somebody that needs a name. What's a name?
JDM Nameless. That's the theme this week.
JDM Nameless. All right, we're going to take it. That's a long name. JDM Nameless says, Happy Friday, Junior TRC and ADS from the cloudy, warm, and moist. Ooh, moist. South coast of Massachusetts. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully work doesn't interrupt me watching the live today. Well, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it. JDM Nameless. And then how about that pink M22? I need to get me one of them. Will that be a normally stocked item at ADS and TRC? And the answer is we may be considering it. Yeah, based on the feedback.
Yeah.
Dan Pfeiffer, go for it.
Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Good
Carson.
afternoon, and word up from us. Still summery, Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's get this Porsche protected.
Nice.
I've always wanted to say that.
Ooh, look at that, laying down some of that Decon soap.
Woo.
Look at DJ. That's a guy who knows what he's doing. DJ has been a detailer, pro detailer for over 17 years now, right, DJ? I literally don't know what just happened there. Anyways, okay.
Oh my
Pro detailer
goodness.
for 17 years. With, I don't know, that foam cannon, like literally like ejecto
Cedo.
it's cartridge. What happened?
That was a full send cannon.
Yeah, that's right.
Did it not, I guess it maybe didn't lock in or something.
Oh.
What the heck? Anyways,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not gonna work.
And we just got word that our water is being shut off here in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, that's not good.
So that's fun.
No, I'll get this off. I just gotta get the wheels, and then we'll go.
Okay. What an exciting show.
love it
Sorry.
here.
Basically, what's been going on, I'll kind of explain. In the parking lot, they are redoing like a majority of our plumbing and our, not just piping, but it's our internet, electrical. There's a bunch of different stuff that's going under the ground here, and they're trying to revamp that because they're going to be repaving this parking lot here within the next 2 months. And they're trying to get that all sorted before that happens. Otherwise, it's going to be buried deep. So they're going through all that. So we've had a couple instances where the water has been shut off. So hopefully Gabriel will be able to assist DJ in fixing all of this. Okay. So back to page 3 here. And then we have Eric Anderson. Go for it.
What is the best product to protect a marine-grade vinyl tonneau cover on a pickup truck? And is it suitable for application for ceramic coating? So you have a tonneau cover on your truck, Anthony.
I do, and
you
it is
coat it?
vinyl. Yes,
Did you coat
it? I did not coat it,
Oh.
but it is a vinyl soft top. Thanks to my friends over at Real Truck.
Oh.
It is what I like to call the Gator ETX.
Okay. So they're your friends?
They're not my friends. They have no idea who I am,
Okay,
actually.
okay.
No idea who I am. But regardless, so to protect that, realistically, Eric, you can apply, any sealant with some UV inhibitors is going to be ideal for that, and that way you can top it off as needed. You can go through and you can coat it. Typically, you're going to use a flexible coating of some sort, so what I would probably reach for would be like Halo from G-Technic. You could also reach for something like Diamond Wrap from Diamond Protec.
Yeah.
But basically, you want flexibility within that coating, but you also want it to be a very, even finish application, right? You want to make sure that when you are doing the application, you don't want to have any streaks or any high spots or anything like that, because if you do, there's not a whole lot you can do about it once they're in there, because you can't really polish that soft top. So I like to use spray sealants personally, and I'll grab anything. Bead maker, it could be Amplify, right? A quick detail with a little bit of SiO2 in it. You can grab the ceramic spray. There's all sorts of different stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't overthink it. These vinyl tonneau covers in general have a really good UV layer built into them. Really, you're only seeing major degradation in modern vinyl soft tops. You're seeing degradation in the ones that are 20 years old, right? But we're talking like years where you're probably very good for with just a minor detail spray or a quick detailer.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 0-day detailing.
Checking in from the sunny South Carolina. Looking forward to the ADS crew taking over TRC.
Nice. ADS, or looks like the TRC crew needs to figure out our foam can situation. What the heck's going on over there?
I don't know. Gabe always finds his way in here.
Yeah.
It's not a show without Gabe.
What the heck happened to that thing? Anyways, moving on. Not to be distracted too much from that. Sorry, I'm like a squirrel. All right, moving on here. We have, we did 0-day, and then Megan here in the chat. Carson.
There's Megan saying, "Hey y'all, I missed last week's live, but just listened to it later. It was lit. Joey and Alex were bussin' no cap."
And that's on God right there, Megan. For real.
Yeah.
Alex Dewar says, "Hey guys, glad to be back." And then Joey Belinsky. Here we go. Go for it, Carson.
What a bummer not to be there this week. Thanks for letting us take over Q&A last Thursday. Don't be fooled. Those Portuguese beans did not burn clean, no matter what Anthony says.
Joe, you are a liar, and
those Portuguese beans were fire.
Everybody didn't have any issues stomach-wise, just you. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Details Official says, here we go. And then DIY with Kane. Hi, do we have any events planned at SEMA that can be attended, interviews, demos, and such? We do not have any events necessarily planned at SEMA this year. Us personally, we will be at our SEMA booth every day of SEMA, so you can stop by there, and we're happy to do as much as we can. But yeah, there is, there's stuff every single night at SEMA for sure. What I would do is I would check in with the IDA. If you want to do anything detailing related, IDA usually has some events that are pretty cool. And then there's plenty of different parties that different brands will host, right? And a lot of these are kind of open invitation. Some of them do require an invitation. I would look into, I'd probably start asking around. Most of the plans are going to be in place probably starting now. Most people really start, cementing everything, and I just probably pick a night or two that you want to do something and go for it.
I'm super excited to go to SEMA this year. This will be my first.
This is your first year.
Yeah,
it's going to be crazy.
I'm excited.
You are going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah,
overstimulated.
Okay.
It is such a good time.
Yeah,
SEMA is always
looking
fun.
Forward to it.
It's exhausting, but it is really, really fun, and I never get sick of it.
Yeah.
I always look forward to going. Here we go. JDM Nameless says, "Hi, Alex and Joey. These guys have big shoes to fill from last week's show." No,
show.
Seriously. And it is Full Send Carso here, and then it's your freaking boys. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
We got a bunch of hellos here from everybody. That's great. We have Bradley in the chat saying he knows that guy, and I'm assuming he's referring to DJ. And then we have Detailer Jeff here in the chat says, "Donovan detailing a Porsche. Wow. This is getting crazy here.
Jeez.
All right. Okay. Hit that one, Carson.
DJ, we got a question for you. Have you ever eaten chip cookies in the Home to Suites lobby? Says Alex Stewart.
Are we still talking about cookies? I already know that was the response my guy was looking for.
Yeah.
But yes, 10 out of 10, recommend.
Too funny. David Boyce says it'd be so cool and bold when Anthony dyes his hair pink to match the pink drying towel. Do it, General Grievous. I'm
Pink Pony Club.
my hair. I mean, if I not needed to, but I mean, if I was, I don't know, if I felt like a wild hare, literally, I would do it. I wouldn't really think much of it.
I do want to say one thing about that pink M22 is we've washed ours like 4 times now, and the color on it is still so vibrant.
It is.
I love it.
Carson, go ahead and go for that one right there.
In Focus Photography says, I moved from one full brand to ADS. I have the entire line except Adapt Iron and the glass coating and the quartz coating. Phobic is my go-to coating, even have the buckets, LOL. Yeah, ADS does make some good stuff.
Yep.
Don't sleep on Adapt, though. Adapt is great. That Mini was the best.
I'm making my way through here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to... This is like this weird half-page thing it does.
I don't know.
LOL Tech Bro Smell, says Alex. He understands what I'm trying to say here. Jeff C. says, Anthony, I don't know what the other thing says there. Full Send Carson, another guy from ADS. Important question. Will we get the ADS/TRC Mini Ultra Air Blaster and add halftime?
That was a really good ad. I saw that right before it came out.
They killed it on that one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pretty sick. Here we go. Neil White. Tech Bro fragrance coming soon from ADS. Yes.
Yeah. It's the new air freshener.
See, the thing is, Joey, you could hate on the fact that I said that, that you smell like a Tech Bro, but people are wanting this scent.
Yeah.
So Joey Lindsay says, Anthony was nice enough to allow us to watch him wash his truck. ADS Pro is looking phenomenal. So I guess let me explain this. So one of the days I said, hey guys, you guys want to help me wash my truck after work here? And they're like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I jumped in, started washing my truck, and I'm like, hey, you guys just hang out here, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, cool, let us know when you need us. And then at some point there was a realization that I actually didn't want them to help me. I just wanted them just to watch and talk.
Yeah.
And, basically give them like a live demo of me washing a vehicle, as it made me feel like it was just fun having an audience there. And, we shot the crap and talked about a bunch of different things. And I basically ended up with a clean truck, and that was pretty much it. So, yeah, I guess
I did the same thing.
I'm not really the type of person that really wants help when washing my vehicles, but I do like to hang out with people.
Yeah. I will say the one time you let me wash your red Civic, that was really cool.
That was pretty cool.
I don't know why you let me do that.
I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I don't know.
You did
Carson.
spray me with panel prep.
Maybe it's a sign of trust.
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got Carlos in the house. Go for it.
So excited for SEMA. This year and the chance to meet the Rag Company team in person. You'll get to meet this guy. You'll get to meet a bunch of people.
Carlos, we are excited to see you as well. Feel free to drop by the Rag Company booth. We like to, talk and, get to know people. And please let us know, though, if you are a fan of the Q&A or know who we are. Because what will happen sometimes is I'll meet people and I'll give them a full thing. Hey, I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you. I work here at the Rag Company. We sell this, this, and this, and I make videos online, and I do this. And then I'll get to the very end of like a 20-minute thing, and then they'll be like, oh, no, yeah, I've been watching you for like 7 years. And I go, what? Why didn't you say something earlier? Oh, I just wanted to let you talk. And I go, cool crap. I'm going to keep doing that to everybody. So, anyways, just feel free to let us know if you've been a fan, and I'm happy just to take that over and just jump into it from there. Megan says, I love Ghost, but need a suggestion for a tool to apply it with. The foam with the handle didn't work great for me, and when I used the screwball, I kept accidentally brushing the wheel. Gotcha.
I've got a suggestion.
Okay, what's your suggestion, Carson?
So you got mad at me yesterday for using it, but I'm going to say it anyways. It was the AP1 applicator. So the small little round applicators. If you have really low profile tires, you can apply a little bit of Ghost on there and then rub it in, and then you could just toss that, after you're done with it. Fairly low cost, but if you got like big mud terrain tires, I don't think that would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my suggestion.
Man. It depends on the tires, Megan. It depends if you're doing like some of the deep tread or not. Normally, I will use whatever applicator that will glide over my sidewalls the easiest. But what will happen is, depending on your wheel to your tire lip, right? There's oftentimes a crevice there that you want to get product into, and oftentimes a brush will work best for that. I don't think it's an issue if it touches your wheel. Just know that you need to remove that soon. So basically, if you're applying Ghost, you make your way around and it touches that outer edge of the wheel, you usually have like a rip-in rag, maybe a little bit of quick detailer on it or something like that, and then just do a ring around after that just to kind of clean it up. Here we go. Tomahawk says using half the bottle on the wheels, but I don't know what that means. Maybe he's referring to DJ. Alex Dewar says SEMA's going to pop off, and then Hydra here. Go for it.
Hi all, question for ADS. What's the sealant that brings the quickest hydrophobics and the one that gives the most shine/gloss? What you got?
I'm going to go Amplify.
Amplify?
Okay.
Amplify, yep.
Cool.
Very good. Okay. DJ Master at work here. We got Sheepstar in the house checking in.
What's going on?
And then a bunch of people saying hi here in the chat. Wow, we got a lot of back and forth. And we have Jeff C saying, I would like to formally request a Twisted Peppermint Holiday Edition of Hero for Christmas. Call it Ho Ho Hero.
Oh, I like that.
Actually, a pretty good idea.
That's very cool.
Jeff, we will put that down on the idea board and save that for a later date. That's great. Let's see. The Rag Company says they waited all week to shut the water off right now.
Yeah,
I know. That's what happens here. Neil White says, hope you guys have a backup plan for when you go to the bathroom when the city water... Do you want to know what our backup plan is, Neil? Should we just tell them what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. What is it, Carson?
Oh, you're going to make me do it.
Carson, what do we do?
So we have this little canal on the property.
What do we do?
It's about this big.
Uh-huh.
And so we take our glorious Yeti buckets with the grit guards in them, and we fill up the water in the Yeti buckets and
the
fill
canal,
it up.
right?
Yep, with the canal. But
Yeah.
we use our great grit guards, and it filters everything out for the most part.
Yeah, some of the sand and rocks. Yeah.
But we've done this a couple times.
And then what do we do with that water?
we put it in the back of the toilet.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's not the most glorified way of doing things, but you know what? It works, and we've been doing this for years. And what's funny is, like, normally in a business, right, water should get shut off maybe, once a year?
Oh,
Less
that's a
than
lot.
that.
That's a lot, yeah.
That's a lot, right?
At most.
We've had our water shut off here in this location countless times.
Yeah.
I don't even know at this point, right?
Well,
Countless.
and the Great Flood.
Yeah, and the Great Flood that Gabriel caused. Anyways, we... How do I say this? We happen... Where TRC is located, we are in a part of town where part of town is growing rapidly, right? And they're trying to re-renovate and revamp things constantly, add new buildings. Yeah. And when it comes to adding new buildings to an older, not older area of town, but something that's been pretty, I don't know, something that's been untouched for a while, they have to replumb into everything. When this happens, things are just getting shut off more often than they should be, and so we figured out workarounds around it. Let's see. So Joey Blinsky says, if that water turned off back, I'd get that water turned back on if I were there. We know you would.
Probably
You'd
would.
reach your hand down into that hole and you would crank that knob. Neil White, Sheepstar 2-bucket method. Alex Dewar says, I'd run from... sorry, I need to put these out here. I would run a hose from our friends at the Jalopy Jungle.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
We love our friends over at Jalopy Jungle.
Sheepstar said patented bidet bucket.
Ooh.
Yep. MTM bucket, says Neil White. And then we have SYC with a question here. Hey, gents, are we expecting to see the M22 pink drying towel here in Canada? The answer for that would be in the future, but probably not in the immediate time. So I wouldn't... It's going to be a little while. but it will eventually make its way there, most likely. Carlos says, when using Armour Detail Supply on a Porsche, how do you balance protection with maintaining that deep, high-end gloss Porsche owners expect?
Ooh. DJ?
Oh, yes.
I put a question up here on the screen for you.
My fault.
When using Armour Detail Supply on a Porsche, how do you balance protection with maintaining that deep, high-end gloss that Porsche owners expect?
I mean, just quality washing.
Yeah.
Having your grit guards in your buckets, no cross-contamination, utilize an Amplify as a drying aid. It makes the wash process so much safer.
Very cool.
Yep.
I will say I learned a lot from DJ this week.
Good.
Because DJ, you do high volume at your shop for the most part. And so he was telling me, a bunch of good tips. And so I've learned a lot from DJ this week.
Appreciate
Shout out
you.
DJ.
JDM DJ here in the house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, in the right house. Hanzo says, this may be an odd question, but do you know of anything that will discourage cats from jumping on my car? They keep leaving muddy paw prints all over it. Ooh, any tips or any tricks?
I don't have any tips, but I just imagine this poor cat sliding off a car that has bead maker on it or something like that. Just slides back.
Mm-hmm.
No traction.
DJ, you have any advice there? How to keep a cat off of a car?
Not any appropriate ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, dude, honestly, Hanzo, we've all had to experience this in our life.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it every single time, but I've had neighborhood cats, I've had stray cats, I've had, I don't know, all sorts of different types of cats make their way on top of my vehicles. And there's actually the story of how the Meridian Marmot, the whole story of that happened. It started with a cat. And that's, been fine, for a while now. So yeah, there's really no way to do it. And the tough part too is I find that actually the more protection the car has, the slicker it is, the worse it is, because they go to jump on there and they will claw at their way to climb up, right? So basically it's they don't care if it's slick or not. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to touch it because it's slick. They're going to still try to make their way to whatever they're trying to do. It just means they're going to dig in further.
Yeah.
What do we got going on? There is some things happening outside this building. You hear that?
Yeah.
That bass?
Yeah. Someone just bumping.
Oh, no, that's it. Sounds like a GT3 maybe. I don't know, but it sounded really cool. Moving on here. We've got Neil White says, Ron Ayotte, someone give Rip and Rags an entirely new meaning.
What does that mean?
Here we go. Detailer Jeff says, Carson owns the best chassis in the world.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. We've been bonding over
what?
Over Subarus. VA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. VA
No
Subarus.
way.
Yeah.
That's...
If you're in the know, you're in the know.
Mm-mm.
Like the STIs.
Mm-mm.
How the STIs are better than the Evos.
No, that's not true.
That is very true.
That's not true. Evo's the best car. Next up
Kicked off the
here, we've got R. Marsh asking, is beads better than bead maker? They are two entirely different products. Yeah. So, yeah, they're just different. So you really can't compare one to the other. The application is different, but they both have bead in the name, so that's cool.
Yeah, bead maker supply would be in the same category.
Correct. Ron Ayotte laughing over here. And we got Alex says, Carson and I going out on a night of the town at SEMA.
Ooh.
Holy smokes, you're going to go out with a Canadian Alex.
I might. Yeah, I like that guy.
Sydney says, are we still talking about cookies? She says she needs some pink towels. Finally, a drying towel color. A fun drying towel color.
Yeah. I will say, I'm a little mad. These pink M22s are in such high demand. I went to go buy one for myself, and they said no.
It's true.
So they said no.
It's true. They are in high demand. Bradley says, I heard Alex and JB left the Mini on E.
Ooh,
they did,
what?
but they did leave $26 on the dash, which is enough.
I went full panic mode after the first night, coming back from dinner, driving to the hotel. I see a bright light on the, and I'm like, I'm completely on empty, and I've driven for 20 miles.
Oh no.
So luckily, within a mile, I found a gas station and we filled it up. But I was like, thanks. They did leave cash in the cup holder, so that was nice of them for that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jose says, oh man, the blue Aqualine gun is back with a cold face. And then, did Alex steal the Mosmatic gun, says Joey Belinsky.
It did go missing.
And then everybody's kind of talking
teal
here, going back and
FTWs.
forth. Here we go. Here's a question. What is the best dilution ratio for tire clean for the engine compartment? DJ.
If it's your first time doing your engine and it's never been cleaned before and it's pretty nasty, 4-to-1.
Ooh, 4-to-1.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool. And we got some other people in here saying hi. We got GM saying ADS for the win. We've got Hans says, hello. We're detailing people. How are the Stroopwafel fans? We are great, Hans. How is the man with the dragon tattoo? That's the real question there.
Yes.
David Cervantes says, what's going on, guys? And then we've got Molasses saying, I love the look of Ghost, but no matter how thoroughly I clean the tires of my wife's Audi Q3, the product doesn't seem to adhere well to the tire, especially the outer edge. Any tips? DJ, you actually talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, Carson, since you just learned that yesterday, you want to take that one?
I did, yeah. So we were applying Ghost, and DJ used a really cool trick using Ulix from Coach Chemi and using that as a kind of as a prep, right? To prep the tires before they got Ghost on it. And DJ didn't claim, but he said that if they have any sorts of solvents on them or anything like that, it won't adhere properly. So that may be your problem.
Even a brand new tire, it's good practice to kind of do that first initial solvent layer. It takes off so much more than just your traditional tire cleaners. Yeah. It just gives you the best chance for a long term.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Big fan.
Here we go. Another question here. So we've got, does ADS amplify clog towels?
Yes. It'll definitely do it. So we recommend, after, if you are going to use it in a drying aid, maybe every other time, put it in like an APC bucket or rinseless bucket, whatever. Or obviously, rags to riches frequently.
Yeah, I just make it a habit on my cart or whatever you have, just a little bit of rags to riches, about an ounce or two in a 32-ounce sprayer, and you just spray them real quick, your drying towels, whatever you want, and then throw them in your hamper.
Exactly.
Gabe taught me that.
Here we go. And then got some people saying hi. A lot of Stroopwafel talk here. Hydra Detailing says, GM Car Care, do you not want glow-in-the-dark Stroopwafel keychain hanger? Ask Hans for more info. Okay. Hans says, can I use beads as lube for claying like bead maker in a clay scrubber? You should not do that. Tried out myself. You'll soak and wash properly. You'll be fine. 404 says, not found. It does. It does. It says, I guess what Sheepstar is trying to say. Okay. Here's that we have a lot of back and forth here in these few comments here about if beads dries up and leave very stubborn protection spots, it need to be polished off. Gotcha. Okay.
DJ, on my wheels the other day, I think that's what that was. Those spots when we had to get them off.
Oh, that was the wheel cleaner that dripped down behind the caliper.
No.
Right.
They were in the engravements, or not engravements, in the embossments there.
Yeah, that was black.
It may have been for a while. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. It looks like reckless to me. It's black.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got you.
Okay, all right. So we're going to continue on.
Wait,
here.
no, go back to what Dewar said.
What does that say?
What does it say, Anthony?
So shout out to Carson. Be keeping the studio tip top last week. What a guy.
Wow. Thanks, Dewar.
Nice, Carson.
Totally didn't slide you 20 to say that.
Here we go. The Rag Company. So now there are more Dutch people. When are you visiting the Netherlands or Belgium? Ooh, it's a good question. I mean, it's been how many years now since we were last there? So last time we went to the Netherlands. We went to Amsterdam. But we stayed in that really fancy hotel near Rag Company Europe, and we loved that place. Went out to a good dinner a couple of those nights. There was a man that approached Dane with a famous line. Actually, it was just a one word. That really confused Dane for many, many years, and I think actually still haunts him to this day. But yeah, no, I don't know. We do need to make our way back. We actually really had a fun time doing that. So I don't know
Visit
when.
Quentin, stagiaire.
Quentin, yeah.
Quentin,
What
yeah.
about Quentin?
I miss that guy.
He's going to be at SEMA.
Oh.
So you will see him
I
again.
like that guy.
I know. You two are dangerous together.
We're nice. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Let's see. GM Car Care says, Hydro Detailing, what a good idea. Let's make it happen. And here we go. Sheepstar from 404 says, absolutely, yes. But again, with quick detail spray, I've never found that to be the case. Maybe my detergent is too strong. Sydney has a question for DJ. What is the one Armour product that you feel detailers are sleeping on?
That's a good one.
In general, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go tire cleaner simply from a value perspective. What a lot of people don't realize is the gallon, $45 is a 4-to-1 concentrate. So $45 will make you 5 gallons of RTU.
Wow. That's a lot of bang for the buck.
So, let's not look at the cost to acquire something. Let's look at the cost that it gives you from an application perspective. 5 gallons for a really good tire cleaner at $45 is pretty good.
Can't beat that, man. Wow. All right, here we go. Next up here, moving on, we've got Hydra. It says, GM Car Care, best chocolate shops and beer are near me. Can you arrange the Brussels waffles? Brussels waffles. Here we go. DJ, another question from Joey. Any hints for what's next in the ADS lineup? Ooh. Don't feel pressured. You don't have to answer that.
If I knew, I would tell you.
Ooh.
No, there's always some things coming out. A matter of when it's ready. We're not sure yet.
Nice.
Okay, and we've got Fine Detailing says, wow, some of my favorite people. Only some of his favorite people. What do you mean by that, Ryan? DJ with some fire new kicks.
Oh yeah, these I got these with FD10.
Ooh,
Did you really?
His code works on everything,
It
on
does.
every website. How did he do that?
The guy
Nike?
pulls some serious strings.
Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana. I mean, literally, he's inserting
I was
himself
on
into all these different
Macy's.com
things.
the other day and it worked.
No way.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Here we go. We have Megan here. It says, last week, Joey and Alex shared their 3 favorite chemicals. Ooh, good. I like
fun.
that.
Thanks, Megan.
So we have Anthony, Carson, and DJ. How about this? Let's do favorite chemicals from the ADS line.
Okay.
Let's do that. Carson, what do you think?
Put me on the spot here. I'm going to say Tire Plus. Tire Plus. I use 2 tire dressings in my arsenal, right? I use Full Send, and then I use Tire Plus, right? Second, I'm going to go wheel cleaner.
Wow, okay.
JDM Squash. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's from JDM DJ, who's who made
it
that.
is from
Yeah.
JDM DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Give the people what they want.
and finally, I'm going to go Adapt. I really like Adapt.
Gotcha. Okay, waterless wash.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually,
That's a good one.
I learned from Bradley that I used it as a drying aid one time.
Yeah.
Adapt as a drying aid.
You like it.
I like it.
Brought you some happiness. Okay.
It did. What about you, Anthony? What is your top 3?
Thank Carson. Thanks for asking.
problem.
Thanks for having me here.
This is your show.
Oh yeah. It's Dane's show
Yeah.
technically. I've just stolen it for today.
You're the other
Normally
half.
I'm his co-host. So let's see. Things I like. Gosh, man, I gotta say Amplify, and just because you just have to, man. You have to. And Amplify, my love for Amplify deepened once my truck was coated with the ADS Pro.
Yeah.
But it was already starting. Like there's the start of this beautiful relationship with Amplify, because in that video we could not kill Amplify on my truck. Right, we had done Decon wash, we had fallout removers, we had done APCs on this thing, and literally could not kill Amplify. We're like, wow, this is like a super strong, essentially detail spray with SiO2 in it, and we were just amazed by that. But that one definitely holds a special place in my heart. Right, again, it's the smell, it's the feel, and it's the look. It looks really good. Next up, I would say probably Pilot, the interior cleaner.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of Pilot in the last, it's been about a year now since I've been throwing down with Pilot, and it's probably one of my kind of just favorite grab and goes where I have I have a small bottle of it that I kind of put in like a little, I don't know, it's like a 250 ml empty bottle that I put some in my car. So I have some of that in there. So it's great for pretty much touching up everything. But I also love that it's a cleaner that also leaves behind some UV protection as well. And so if I ever find that I get too much buildup, right, then I usually just take a little damp towel with some rinseless and just go back over it. And that cleans it up quite nicely. And then lastly, if I'm picking 3, this is where it's tough, right? Because, hero. I could be your hero baby, as Gabriel Garcia says. Right?
He does say that. He says that a lot.
He wishes he was Enrique Iglesias, and I just told him it doesn't work like that, right? Enrique has a much better voice than Gabe. Mm-hmm. Gabe's voice is very piercing and shrill.
That's a crazy adjective you just said.
What?
Shrill.
I mean, in a good way, right? We're used to it, right? But I mean, when you're comparing that to Enrique, right? Mm-hmm. I mean,
I would have said like boisterous.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so ADS, probably my 3rd chemical there. Gosh, man, I'm like a huge fan of the wheel cleaner, but you already kind of took that, so I don't want to rain on your parade there. And you already took a DAP too, you dog.
I know.
Okay, the Shampoo Plus then. That's pretty easy then. So Shampoo Plus puts on such a good show. It has a wonderful smell, and who knows? There might be something that has to do with Shampoo Plus making waves changes in the near future. I can't say anything else. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. DJ, 3 chemicals, go.
Quartz V2.
Ooh.
Yep.
Decon soap.
Okay.
Man. And I'm going to go kind of unexpected, but I'm going to go panel prep.
Oh.
That peppermint smell, like when you're done kind of grinding away on the car, is just...
It's refreshing.
It's kind of, the...
Yeah.
Well, let's face it. After we are done polishing a vehicle, we all don't smell great. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
When you are grinding and you're doing a detail all in one day, you're washing wheels, decon, interior, ending with a polish, 1-step, 2-step, whatever it may be, you don't smell good. Nobody does, right? If you do smell good, then please reveal your secrets, right? Yeah. But you don't really smell good. You feel kind of gross. You're sweaty. You're sticky. Something about that panel prep, right? Before that coating is like resets everything. It refreshes. It gets in the air. It smells good. You smell and feel cleaner using it.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a really good experience too. And I find that it's a really effective panel prep too for removing pretty much any and all fillers.
Yeah. I like the color of it too.
Yeah, it's got a good color.
It's got a good color.
Here we go. Megan. So Megan had gone, and we're going to go ahead and jump in here. So Shane saying that the car's looking sweet. So that is Shane's Porsche right there. Yep. And it is looking very
He's
good.
He's happy with you.
Hans Klosen saying Abend, and then that's the famous word. Dane still fears that word. What word haunted Dane? It was Abend. It is. What is the meaning of that again? I forgot what it even means. What does it mean, Hans? Was it a word that didn't have any meaning that Dane heard that just was haunting?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here we go. SYC says, looking forward to a celebrity car wash Q&A featuring possibly Sung Kang. Wow. That would be the freaking dream. I told you guys about how last year at SEMA, so he was down the way, like whatever it was, like 4 booths down. He was at the Jada Toys booth. Mm-hmm. I think it was like 5 or 6 booths down, actually. He's at the Jada Toys booth. And I was starstruck.
Really?
I was from here, probably, I don't know, to the end of the cabinet over here. And I saw him. I didn't say hi. I didn't know what, I've only gotten starstruck a few times in my life, right? First time, Chris Hemsworth. Didn't know what to do.
Makes
right?
sense.
Saw him. I was like, that is the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my entire life, right? He is glowing, right? That happened. Starstruck. Sung Kang. Saw him, and I just literally me rewatching Tokyo Drift 1,000 times, flooding my memories, and I'm just like, I wouldn't even know what to say or how to act. I mean, I could easily go up to him and say, hey, big fan, but there was something about him where it really resonated with me that
Yeah,
I've
that
watched
aura.
him so many times in movies that like he is on this pedestal that I didn't even know existed. Because the thing is I don't think I would feel that way about like Vin Diesel, right? I think I'd see Vin Diesel and I'd be like, oh,
Would you
it's
shake
Vin
his hand?
Diesel.
Be like, we're family.
I would not say anything, involving
Really?
family. I don't know. I don't know if people have done that too many times, right?
I think it's
DJ
cool.
could do it.
Oh yeah.
DJ's got that vibe. I think he could pull
Yeah,
it
he
off.
could.
Me, I don't know. I don't know if I could pull that off.
DJ could pull out
Could you
the-
shake Vin Diesel's hand and say, hey, we're
Yeah.
family?
Oh, 100%.
100%. See,
No questions asked.
but the confidence
Yeah.
in that, so he can do
He does
that.
have a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
But no, Vin Diesel wouldn't. I mean, even like Ludacris, I'd whatever be like, oh,
Really?
it's Ludacris, whatever. Like Paul Walker, I'd be obviously starstruck, but that's
Never
not
gonna happen.
ever gonna happen. That's horrible that you said that. Cody Walker, though, I would be cool to meet
Yeah.
him. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome to meet him. Gosh, yeah, I don't know. Out of everybody in the Fast and Furious, for some reason, man, Sung Kang just absolutely starstruck.
I would. Yeah.
But it wasn't just me, because you know who was with me? It was Freddie Tavares
Yeah.
was with me, and so was Rex, right? So
Were
Rex,
they the same way?
Rex was with me at 100%. Rex was like, bro, I'm starstruck as well. And I'm like, Rex, you're like so friendly. You can go talk to anybody. He goes, nah, dude. He's like, I'm like super starstruck right now. And I'm like, what the heck, Rex? Me and you both, man. And I'm looking at Freddie. I'm like, Freddie, what about you? And he goes, I'll just leave him alone. And I'm like, you're the most famous person here. You could easily go and insert yourself in this. He's like, no, I just kind of feel like a weirdo watching him. And I go, yeah, but we're not necessarily moving or leaving from watching him. Like, it's actually cool seeing him next to his car, talking about cars.
I felt that same way at Monterey this year. We saw Ed Bullion from VinWiki.
Yeah.
Big fan of Ed Bullion.
Yep.
And so I saw him, and I took a video of like the surroundings
Yep.
because I didn't want to take a picture of him.
Yeah.
Because that'd probably be weird. So I just like took a little video, and then when we were at the hotel room, I slowed it down and then took a screenshot of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's not weird.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
I
cool.
wish I would have said like hello to him, but I was the same thing as
Ed, you
very
could have
starstruck.
easily said something
But
to him.
he was talking to very important people. It looked
Oh,
like.
gotcha.
Like they had suits.
Oh yeah, that's how I felt about what's his name, Jason from Engineering Explained. Every time I've gone to go say hi to him, he's always been talking to somebody. Like one time we were across at our SEMA booth, we were next to the Recaro booth. It was actually across the way.
Yeah.
And I saw him talking. I'm like, I'm gonna go say hi to him, right? Because I was like pretty confident.
Yeah.
I walk over there and he's like talking to these very fancy Recaro people, and I go, oh man, maybe right now is not the right time. And I'm like, I'll come back to this, but yeah. No, most YouTubers are pretty approachable. Some of them are kind of whatever, but most of them are pretty approachable. But yeah, something about Sung Kang, dude. I was like, dang it.
One time I saw this guy. He had a red Honda Civic.
Yeah.
And he ignored me completely.
Really? Gosh, was he famous?
Very famous.
Dang it, man. Yeah, those people with those Civics, you really got to watch out for them.
Sure do.
Fine Detailing says, ordered my pink M22 from Radco 2 days ago, and it will be here in 2 days. Class. That's how we do things, Ryan.
Yep.
Happy to help here. GM Car Care says, can we use ADS tire in the Obsessed Garage spray bottle?
Ooh. Yeah?
Absolutely. I've had it in the Pressels for the past few weeks in my shop. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hans Closen says, last time TRC was in the U.S. was in the Netherlands. It was June 2022. Time for a new visit. So 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
So it
Would you
has
go
been
again?
quite some time. To the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Would I go?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already been. It's fun. It's a good
Yeah.
time. It's beautiful.
Like-
Yeah, I think that going to visit, TRC Europe was a really good time. I think
Yeah.
you'd like it. All those guys over there are super cool.
Yeah.
And I love all the food they have there. I really feel like everything that I've eaten ever in Europe has just always
That's
been so
good.
much fresher than here in the U.S. They literally made sandwiches with just meat and cheese on them.
Ooh.
They're like the best things I've ever had. I had like 15 of them. It was Patrick's wife that made them. She's amazing.
The 15. Last night at dinner was also 15. Is that a?
It was 25, DJ.
Well, it was original 15, and then we added more.
I
That's
ordered
true.
25 chicken wings, DJ.
Oh, they were on special, so I'll give them that.
And they were on special, so it was affordable.
They were delicious.
They were very
Cannon
good.
Sloan says, is Armour's iron remover slick enough to use as a clay for a scrubber?
Yep, that's what we do daily.
Very
And
cool.
the other thing you can do is if you kind of pre-treat the entire car with your iron, let it sit for a few minutes, re-foam it down quickly with either your Decon soap or your Shampoo Plus. And then you get the extra lubrication from the shampoo while the iron is still underneath.
I like that.
Yep.
Looks like Sydney herself is a big fan of Adapt, right? Hard not
What's
to be.
the smell of Adapt?
It's mango.
Mango.
Sheepstar says, question, why did you use Armour, combo spelling, instead of Armor in your name?
2 reasons. 1, just to be a little bit different. And 2, my detail business was Armour with a U. Bradley's detail business was Armour with a U. 2 owners. We just kept the theme.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Wow. David Boyce, DJ Mayo. Anthony's wrong. I used Pilot Straight on a filthy, neglected Honda Civic detail on all surfaces, including stains. Results were fantastic, strong enough for filthy, shrill cars. Was I wrong about Pilot? What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know what I
Pilot's
said.
great. I like the lemon scent.
I don't think it is lemon.
Is it not?
It's not.
Oh.
It's like a clean laundry, I believe. What is the scent of
I
Pilot?
love it.
It's like clean pears.
Really?
Oh.
Like a lemony pear. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Travis Aldred says, thank you to the ADS team. I ordered the glass coating, and then a couple weeks later, they sent me a replacement bottle and a bottle of ceramic detail spray. Awesome customer service.
Wow.
Gotcha. Han says, Abend is evening. Okay. So when this guy was just saying evening to this person in a very cynical way, it really freaked Dane out.
It's so bad.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Molasses here says, when I worked on mainframes, they would crash with Abend errors, evening errors. And then better than a PC load letter says Sheepstar. And then we got Hans Closen that says, I bother him so much already, referring to Patrick over at TRC Europe. Fine Detailing says, one time I saw John Cena and gave him the face wave with no hesitation. We had a moment. Dude, I would totally...
How did you see John Cena?
Yeah, first off, how did you see it? That's pretty insane.
Know.
I think I'd like to meet John Cena. I think that'd be pretty chill. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
You don't think so?
No. I was getting a little ahead of you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alex Dewar says DJ and Vin would just rub their heads together. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Possibly. Ideally, shampoo plus lubricating the action there. Megan says, how long have y'all gotten out of Tire Plus on a vehicle that is not garaged?
I've seen 4 weeks, at least. And that was through like really crappy weather.
I mean, as you kind of build up, if it's a new tire, you do it one time, 10 days is very acceptable. If you're kind of keeping up with your vehicles, cleaning them, and you kind of build that, which is one reason why we like to go water-based, eventually you can get up in like the few week range.
Such an enjoyable experience too. The banana.
Joey, I'd be frightened about it. Yeah, that would be pretty frightening. Yeah, I would honestly just roll with it though. DJ is Vin Diesel, says Detailer Jeff. DJ is the Vin Diesel of detailing. Gosh, dude, they might just start calling you Vin from now on. They're either going to start calling you Vin or Diesel. We're not sure.
Maybe we start calling him JDM Vin.
JDM Vin, yeah.
Vin. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Call him Diesel, right? That all day Anthony guy was pretty chill when I met him, says David Cervantes. Yeah, I
got him on an off day.
A nice guy. Here we go. ADS, personal opinion about aerosol products. I personally prefer just liquid so I can refill and don't have to keep many bottles as stock, but just a gallon.
What'd you think, DJ?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read it. It's also tough for shipping logistics. I'm with Anthony in this. I prefer liquids, refillables, more my speed.
Yeah. Okay, and then here we go. Ron Ayotte says, I was YouTube starstruck when I met Anthony, Levi, and Dane a few years ago at the Saratoga Springs, the Detailed Image event. Ooh. Ron, I don't think. I think that you were a wonderful person, and I didn't feel like... I felt like it was just great meeting everybody and talking to people there. That was great. Yeah. I had a great time. Yeah. I don't know. I guess... How do you say this? When you see people on YouTube or whatever it is and you watch them in the videos, I mean, yeah, they're just normal people. They're just there in person, right? However, it depends on, how do I say this? It depends on the person too. Because I've met YouTubers that literally they thought they were they were it. They
Me
thought
too.
they were the end all be all of everything, and the world revolved around them. And to me, that it's kind of what you expect, because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy's so famous, he's probably going to be this way. But then you hope deep down that they're not like that, and they're a much better person, right? And that's why I love when people meet Matt Moorman in person.
Yes.
I love when people meet Matt, because Matt, you think of him as he's going to be this person, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
persona, this person who thinks everything's about him. Then you meet him in person, you realize, oh, he literally just wants to hang out, sit and talk, learn about you, talk about himself a little bit, and eat some gummy bears or whatever, and just shoot the crap. It's great, and that's what I hope everybody is like. But I've met a lot of people that aren't like that, so I can imagine when you see somebody on YouTube, you don't know what the heck's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I just hope that anybody you meet gives you a positive experience.
Last year, CMA, Matt was vlogging, right?
Mhm.
He had those chip cookies
Yeah.
or crumble cookies. And he was like, I don't understand why everybody eats this and everything like that.
Yeah.
And he ended up eating them.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
It was
he did.
so funny. I love that guy.
No, he can fight whatever demons he thinks he's going to be fighting in that moment to deny himself of food, but he will cave.
You will make him cave, too.
I will. Yeah. Here we go. So Joey says, have you purchased a new mud flap yet? I did that immediately. It was yesterday or last week when I drove the Civic in for it's a special video that you guys will see it around here, SEMA. Drove over this little ledge here and I crushed my mud flap, and
You were heartbroken over that.
I was mad. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like when I damage things, unintentionally. So I just ordered a new one, and the extra already arrived. So, Detail Grind Podcast says, hello, Anthony. You may have slipped away this time. Wow. The Detail Grind Podcast was in Boise, and they did not once try to chain me down for a podcast. Wow. Missed opportunity. David Cervantes says, what's your guys' favorite heavy cut compound? I tried TLC Plus, and whatever I wet sanded and buffed would show back up a day or so later. 2,500 to 3,000 grit wet sand. Interesting. Dave, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe you were heat cycling some of these sanding marks? Do you feel like maybe you thought you were pulling them out, but really you're just swelling clear? Was this on a newly sprayed thing, or was this on something that's been sprayed for a while now? I'm curious. I mean, my favorite is always probably going to be the last cut. Usually whatever I need I'm jumping in there for that. But with that said, I'm pretty versatile with being able to jump into something like heavy cut from Coach Chemi, or if I need to, Rupa's course, and I'll play around with different compounds to find really the right thing for my needs. But I mean, TLC for the most part, I've never had an issue with sanding marks coming back. What about you, DJ?
I'm not familiar with TLC. For that situation, I'm a big fan of H9 personally. I think the H902 was a tremendous upgrade from the original version.
Huge upgrade.
I mean, more cut, better finish. Normally, that's impossible in the abrasive world, but they absolutely nailed it.
Yep. GM says, I will try to make your brand big in Europe. I tried Decon soap and now have everything in my shop, says GM Carcare. A big fan of ADS over there in Europe.
Thank you.
Alex says, DJ, are you cleaning to your glass with straight pilot or something else?
No, we did Adapt. So Adapt, obviously that would have been one of my favorite products. Carson, already mentioned that, so I don't want to mention it again. But I have not owned a dedicated glass cleaner for me in my shop for 10 plus years now. Adapt checks that board for anything I need.
Nice.
Awesome. Yep.
Joey Blinsky says, on that topic, as amazing as Sydney is on YouTube, she's 1,000 times better in person. BFF material right there. Free brake buster is what she said. Hashtag.
Brake buster.
Sydney is not only an amazing person, but she makes the best pork chops. So, few people have been able to try those. Gabe hasn't. I have. Actually, and Alex and Joey have both tried the pork chops. Drew Black says, I was starstruck when I met Carson Black.
Oh, wow.
Drew, he's
that's my dad. Shout out my dad.
worthy of being starstruck. Alex says Sydney's the best. She taught me about R2R on the towels. I think Gabe's taking credit preaching it.
It's not the first time.
Molasses says, here we go. I dropped my IK Multi Pro 2 sprayer and it broke the nozzle. Dang it. Did I just earn the privilege of buying a new sprayer? I just don't see the top being sold. So you can buy a replacement nozzle for it. You can. We do sell some replacement parts for it. IK will have those as well. It really kind of depends where the breakage is, right? I mean, if the breakage is at the nozzle, like just at the tip, then you're fine. But if it's part of the whole unit of the top sprayer assembly, then you would need to purchase a whole new sprayer top. Let's see. Megan says, what special occasion TRC stickers are on deck? Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what she's asking. We'll get back to that here in a minute. Anyways, we've reached the halfway point of the Q&A, which means that we are going to be running to a brief commercial break where you're going to be able to grab snacks and a drink and go to the bathroom. And then we'll be back for another full hour of more questions. So we'll see you here in just a few minutes.
Hey guys, Josh with the Rag Company. I thought I was going first.
I thought I was going first.
We'll take it.
All right, Josh is from the Rag Company here to tell you about the business program.
You can save up to 25% off different products that we have here at the Rag Company, including savings like Detail Factory,
IK
sprayers, and many others.
Whether it's pads, polishes, compounds, polishers, we got it all. Chemicals.
We have everything you would need to save you some money so you can start putting more money in your pocket by buying products through our business program.
So whether you're a shop-based business, a mobile detailer, or just running a side hustle out of your garage, please check out the business program.
And you get free shipping on orders over $150.
It's a pretty great deal.
That is a great deal.
The Rag Company business program is for bulk purchase end users only. No tax exemptions unless previously grandfathered in. Discounts apply to eligible products only. Exclusions may apply. Check product listings for details. Minimum order of $150 required to qualify for these discounts. Some brands, tools, or specialty items may not be included. Pricing is subject to change without notice. Visit theragcompany.com/biz to start your application. Act now, stock up, and save big while it lasts.
Right, and welcome back to the second half here of Q&A Thursday. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. Hopefully you all grab some snacks, some drinks, things like that. This has been a special episode because it is ADS Brand Week right now at theragcompany.com, which means that we have some specials going on ADS products, which is pretty awesome. And joining me today, right, we have Mr. Carson Black, right, as my co-host, as Dane is out sick. And then over in the wash bay, we have Mr. DJ Mayo of ADS here laying the law down with some ADS products. DJ, how's everything going?
Oh, doing good. This 911 is looking pretty good.
Nice. I think it's looking very fancy. You say 911?
Sorry, Boxster's looking
No,
pretty
it's
good.
turned into a 911. That's what ADS products do, baby, right? From Boxster to 911 in just a few products, right? It looks really, really good. I'm happy about that. You know, I think Shane's going to love it as well. So how's the detail, I guess, the wash been, right? You've gone over a few things, and you guys are kind of looking around, thinking maybe it needs a little bit of love, a little bit of polishing, right? Yep. What would you do?
Well, one, it's going to make for some really good future content. Yep. It definitely needs some time invested with some machine polishing for sure. Yep. That's going to be the single biggest difference.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that thing is going to look insanely good. But it's already such a cool looking car, and so I think a lot of those ADS products are working right now to make this thing pop. So anyways, Carson is here, and he's been helping out with the questions. We've been trying to pitch some of these questions over to DJ when he gets them in for the ADS products. But feel free to drop any questions you guys have below about dilutions, what spray you should be using, product recommendations, things like that. And we are
the second half.
Happy to help out.
It gets rowdy the second half.
The second half always gets a little weird. We're going to see, right? I don't have a ton of questions in here, so hopefully we can keep this going for a period of time. But if it doesn't and we have to call it early, that's okay as well. I did see some comments involving the TRC Europe commercial, right? Did she steal those products?
100%.
You think so?
100%.
You don't think that she went to the store and bought some for herself and it just happened to be some similar products? You think she just took them?
No, she stole them.
Wow.
Gone.
We'll never know, right? I mean, and that's where we're hoping for a part 2 eventually.
Yeah, we need a part 2.
So Megan had asked, here we go with some of these questions here. Megan had asked in the previous hour, what special occasion TRC stickers are on deck? That didn't make sense for me at the time. Now I get it. We have some possible Halloween stickers approaching, which are going to be pretty awesome. So I would keep a lookout for those when that happens. All right, so just as a quick reminder, too, before we get into any more questions, right now at theradcompany.com, ADS products, you spend $75 or more, you're going to get a free pink M22 drying towel, which is awesome. And then on top of that, we have also curated some ADS bundles for you. This includes the Essentials kit, an exterior kit, as well as a wheel kit. This is all going to be stuff that you can basically just buy and jump straight into using them for that intended purpose, because it's going to come with some accessories and towels and whatnot. But if you've never tried any of the ADS line, I think one of the best places to start is the Essentials kit, which is $70, and it gets you 6 chemicals is what that does, and it's just the most bang for the buck, right? You're going to get the wheel cleaner, the tire cleaner, Hero, Shampoo Plus, Pilot, and Amplify. You will not regret it. That's probably the best way to buy those products is in that kit. DJ, what do you think?
That's an excellent starting point. For entry to the brand, perfect.
Yep. I agree.
You throw some beads on there, and then you get the free towel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true, right? Buy one product of that, you get a free towel.
Get the kit, add one more SKU, free M22.
That's
it rhymed.
Worth it. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back to some questions here. So Hans Closen says, it was great meeting Dane, Levi, and Anthony the first time. They were acting the same on cameras in person. Great couple of guys. Hans got to see us for the monsters we truly are.
Yeah.
Right? We joke around a lot. We like to laugh a lot. Hans got to see the real us, right? And we got to see the real man with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah.
What's crazy, do you know that Hans is a tall person?
Really?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Hans is a tall guy, dude.
That's cool.
He would tower over you.
I'm very jealous that you got to meet
He
Hans.
can pick you up and hold you like a baby. You will meet Hans someday, I promise you.
All right.
One way or another, whether we have to ship you in a box to the Netherlands.
I hope it's on a plane at least.
The box would be in a plane, but we don't know if the box would have any holes in it, Carson.
Okay.
So we're going to have to poke a couple holes in it so you can breathe.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, so moving on here, we did give hugs to Hans, and I do think that Levi gives the best hugs out of all of us. So
Yes,
that's just
I will agree
my
with that.
personal opinion. Joey Belinsky says, those pork chops were so good. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Now, Joey, the real question here is, what was better, the Portuguese beans or the pork chops? There's only one right answer there, and I hope it's what I think it is. Sheepstar says, question, what product category do you want to tackle next for DJ?
Perfect world, abrasives and pads.
Okay. Okay, that's another pro category right there. I like it.
Yep.
Alex says, pork chops almost made me move to Boise. Wow.
It must be that. I haven't had them yet.
He would have gone through immigration to make that happen.
I will say those Portuguese beads, though, were probably really good.
What do you mean probably? Why is there a probably in front of that? They were either good or they were...
Well, they were great. They were great. But I haven't had those pork chops yet, so
Yeah.
I want to try those first.
Sheepstar calling out the thief in the video. And then we've got Megan says, stickers 4th of July, gotcha, Memorial Day, Gary Sinise, Carson. Do you design those? No, so
That'd be really cool if I did.
Nate designs all of our stickers, and he does an amazing job.
Yes.
And you look forward to Halloween. I think you're going to like what you see.
Yeah.
Nate is very talented.
Being able to work with him on some of these designs, I mean, what you can give him, and so quickly he can give you something back that's so close to what your mind envisioned, but he made it real. I mean, those people are very rare and special.
They are. We are very fortunate to have Nate on our team. Sydney is a great, wonderful woman. Was great meeting her, talking about meeting her talking about Starstruck. That's awesome. And Hans, I'm trying to think, when did Hans meet Sydney? Hans met Sydney at Waxstock, I believe.
Sydney went to Waxstock?
Yes. Hans, you met Sydney at Waxstock, right? I'm trying to remember right now. I can't. I'm trying to. Alex says, I hope everyone agrees with Joey and I on TRCEU ad that she's innocent and didn't steal a thing.
Wrong.
I was starstruck when I met the Corbin for 7. So, when Alex met Dane's brother, Corey, for the first time, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheepstar says, stolen. You never see her put it back. And then
Absolutely right.
Hans says he lost his gear again. She keeps getting his stuff. This is so funny. Hans, have you communicated with TRC Europe that we have like an entire like dialogue about this every
Like
single
lore.
week about whether or not she stole this stuff? Because I feel like they need to know this, right? If they don't, then I think they would think it's very funny. Joey Blinsky says you can literally see his stuff in the trunk when he pops it at the end. Okay. Let's see. You see a box, not a blue bottle. Wow, they're really getting into this.
Ooh.
Hans says he was only able to save the TRC box. Rest of it was gone with the young lady. Hydra says, Carson, did you watch anime MF Ghost? Also my opinion about it if you did.
I have not. I've seen clips of it. Personally, I know it's a hot take. I'm not very much of a anime person. So, I've never been. But
Really?
I've seen clips of it, and it's supposed to be like the new like Initial D type thing.
It's called MF Ghost?
Yeah. I believe
Gotcha.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You didn't like any anime growing up? Like Sailor Moon or anything?
No. That's a weird poll. I would have said like Naruto or something like that.
What? Oh, yeah. Is that a weird take, Sailor Moon?
Very weird take.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know if like it
Or
was
like Dragon Ball Z even.
Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. We've got Flag Pyro says, towel recommendation question, laying down some Geon MOHS, not MOS, Evo on my MOS Evo on my truck tomorrow. I usually use pearls first with the creature as a secondary towel. What combo do you like for 11 coatings? Honestly, Flag Pyro, that's an amazing combo.
Yeah.
I'd keep doing that. Now, I think you've already got a killer combo for that.
Yeah.
So wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, DJ. Question for you from me. When using ADS coatings,
Yep.
what is your preferred towel combination?
I mean, he pretty much nailed it. Any short pile, whether it be a pearl or like one of the dual-sided, creatures, or the short side. The biggest thing for me, I like to have 2 different colors. That way, I have no difference between first wipe, second wipe.
Yep, makes sense. Joey Belinsky says, the pork chops didn't come back to haunt me in the night. What are you talking about, Joey? These beans do not haunt anybody, do they? Burn clean and always have. Alex Dewar says pork chops felt better the next day than
I just don't think they have a...
I don't know. I mean, I think it's less about the food, maybe more about the elevation here. Alex. Alex doesn't really have an excuse, but maybe Joey.
Maybe Joe.
Not sure.
He's like, yeah.
Hydra says, Hydra Dane
popped
here. I've watched all the MF Ghosts as well as all the original Initial D plus the Legends movies. The animation quality is better in Legends movies than either MF or the original.
I wouldn't expect anything else from Dane.
Dane, here we go. Dane, MF Ghost has some good bits of strategy regarding real-world driving skills and vehicle Dane, is it exhausting? Is it exhausting being used sometimes? Like, the thought that goes into this is amazing, but I mean, he's regurgitating this out of his brain.
Dane, what's your Rotten Tomatoes score on it?
But the story is barely serviceable, and plot lines are just kind of clunky. The original series is better, and that is a MF Ghost review by Dane Jeffrey Hennon.
What?
Here
That's
we
his
go.
middle name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hydra Detailing says, the Rag Company, oh damn, then I missed out. I thought I would just be a repeat of 5 seasons forced in a sub movie. I'll check it out this weekend, and thank you for your response. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Dane.
And then last Wax Talk in 2023, she was with Keith.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Well, then was I there in 2023? Yes, I was.
Yeah, you were with Levi.
Hans, were you there? You were there in 2023.
That was the time that Levi was on the side of the road.
Holy crap, dude. No, Levi didn't go with us in 2023. It was just me and Dane.
Oh, he went for something else.
It was me, Dane, and Sydney and Keith and Josh Petro.
What was the time that Levi was on the side of the road and he called in on the show?
I don't know. Gosh, man, I'm telling you, we've been doing this for so long that my years at this point, for some reason, are starting to blend together. And I'm starting to, which sucks because I really thought I would remember everything like super easily. This was this trip. But a lot of those overseas trips really started to blend together. It could be because we're usually flying for 13 hours.
They're like a spring.
Landing and then starting our day. There's not a whole lot of recovery time in those trips. So maybe that's why they start blending together.
That'd be cool.
Here we go. Going down here. Rag Company, totally agree. Too much fan service with the Grid Girls. And then Han says he met Rennie and Bob the year before that. Yep. And then Dane says, ultimately, I feel like the Legends movies do a great job retelling the OG story in a... What does that even say? A succinct. Who uses that word? It's Dane. Way, but with a vastly better animation style. Oh my gosh, Dane, what are we going to do with you, man? Sailor Moon and Naruto are great, says Han's closing. Bleach says Sheepstar, nice.
Ooh, Bleach.
Did Bradley or DJ watch Power? That's what I thought of when I saw Ghost the first time.
Oh.
Did you watch Power, DJ? I don't know what that means. Okay. Bleach is the best. Fight Me says Sheepstar. And we're going on this whole anime route here. Sheepstar, do you also think the new season of Bleach seems forced to get a quicker story to keep up with the manga? Bleach is done manga-wise. How funny. So, dude, for me, my extent of anime went Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Gundam Wing. I wanted a Gundam so bad. I had all the Gundam figurines. I had all the figures. I had, all the custom ones and non-custom ones. But then now Gundam has become like a thing where it's the Gunpla stuff, right? Where people are building all of them. Well, you could do that back in the day, but it was like super difficult to build these
Jimmy's
Gundams.
A big fan of them.
And when you did it back in the day, they were kind of janky. Nowadays, they're like metal and they're super nice. But now I feel like I'm just too old to get back into that, and I'm just like, I can't really find that love
too old
again
for that kind of stuff.
Carson, if
just,
I can't
enjoy it,
here's what I want. I'm at the age now where I know that owning a mech could possibly be a reality, right? In the near future. I would rather just start saving up now, knowing if I could buy one.
That'd be cool.
That would be super sick.
That would be really cool.
Wouldn't that be sick? Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
I like the Clone Wars animated series.
Can't do it. Can't do the Star Wars. Anything animated Star Wars I cannot do. Okay, moving on here. Getting DJ involved. Let's see. I love that sick Dane only pops into chat to talk about movies, and then Dane talks about the things that he was into, and then Stone Hennon is back at it. I step away and come back to cartoons, says Neil White. Yeah. Yes. Oh, God, who unleashed Dane? We did not know that Dane was going to go into this much detail. Yes, in 2023, I was there. Levi was not there, just Josh. Yes, correct, Hans. Let's see here. Okay. Levi or Dane's chiming in here. Sorry, DJ. I'm trying to get you something. Thanks, guys. Stomach has been doing some somersaults all night and this morning, afternoon, but hope to get back to it tomorrow. And then Levi called in from last year's Germany trip, I think. Maybe that's what it was.
Thank you, Ryan.
And then, let's see here.
Probably the beans.
Neil White says, Dane Anthony, I'll be at the beach next week feasting on oysters. I know how much you two love oysters. Neil White, I love oysters. I really do. I think oysters are like the best thing ever. I have come to the conclusion that I am no longer going to eat oysters due to some slight anxiety about that weird thing that you can get, the Fibrio, whatever the heck it is.
When you did eat oysters, did you put hot sauce on them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tabasco and lemon juice.
I've never had an oyster.
Raw oyster, Tabasco and lemon juice. Bam, really? Done. And I could eat 50 of them. But like, I was
had a Rocky Mountain oyster?
No. Nope. Haven't had that. But I love oysters. I just don't want to get sick from that one weird thing and possibly die. That's the only thing I don't want to do. DJ, are you into seafood? Absolutely. You are? What's your favorite seafood?
Ooh, I am big on Connecticut-style lobster rolls. So it just means the garlic, the butter. I dislike them cold.
Yeah.
But the Connecticut style where they're heated up, toasted bun.
Delicious.
It's it.
What about like sushi? You like sushi?
I cannot. My wife's a huge sushi fan. I've tried it. I will not be trying it again.
Is it a flavor thing, texture? What do you think? Just the fact it's raw fish?
All the above.
Really?
Could you do a raw oyster, or that would just gross you out?
Absolutely not. I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, gotcha. They are. I don't know why. It's something.
Yeah.
It's like it's something weird about like the flavor, I suppose, because like the texture is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like they're so flavorful that in this weird, refreshing. It's almost like you're eating the ocean. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe people get it, but like a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of Tabasco. Oh, so good. But
Yeah.
I don't want to die, so I'm not going to eat those anymore. Moving on here. What the heck, man? We keep getting behind with just what are people even talking about, man? People are blaming my beans. It's a lie. It's not the Portuguese beans. They burn clean. Here we go. 2023, I saw Dane at a breakfast, and I sneaked up on him and set a bend near his shoulder. Oh, that did freak him out quite a bit. Here we go. Time-released beans.
Oh, my goodness.
Megan, Gen X is the best generation, according to Neil White here. A bunch of nerds, am I right? Oh, here's a detailing question. Detailed Theory B says, used Quartz V2 for the first time using Quartz V2 for the first time next week on my personal truck, and a customer car is scheduled. Very cool.
Please let us know how it went.
Let's see. And then Deal White says, I always equated people that watch anime to people that never had a girlfriend. Wow. Weird, like funny enough, Neil, there's like a lot of girls that are like now like super into anime as well. So like jokes on 13-year-old me, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't give it enough time, right? To whatever it was. But yeah, they were out there. They were just they were closeted anime watchers, right? Let's see. Megan says, for me, it's the people who work in tech support. That's hilarious. Let's see. Neil White says, a real girlfriend, not that kind that lives in Canada or another country.
She goes to another school. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know her. Gosh, this is too funny. You guys are crazy, man. Clone Wars is the bomb. I'm with you, Johnny Carson Black.
Thank you, Dave.
Anthony, Tabasco, lemon juice, and horseradish. So I've done horseradish once before. I did like that, but I'm just kind of a purist, man. I don't really need a whole lot of Tabasco too. I'm doing like one drop, a little bit, mostly lemon juice, and then I don't. I usually rinse them out. I used to. It's actually crazy. My mouth is actually watering right now, and I just like swallowed because of like I love oysters so much. I once bought a bag from the store. I went to like one of these like Whole Food places that got some like fresh ones in from Japan, and I bought, I don't even know how many it was, like 20 of them or something. They threw them in a bag. I took them home. My girlfriend, my wife at the time, she was my girlfriend at that time, came over and like was like, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, and I'm like, I'm about to eat this entire bag of oysters. And she's like, that's so disgusting. And I go, it really is, but I'm like, really want to eat these. And she's like, it's okay. She's like, I'll watch. And I go, all right, sweet. And so she sat there disgusted, just like absolutely grossed out, just like, how could you even be doing this? Dude, I had a freaking screwdriver, right, a flathead to shuck them, right? So I was cranking them open with a flathead screwdriver, and there's like shards of crap flying everywhere. But I ate them, and I got super sick that night because I just had too many. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, that does not sound like a good time at all.
It is delicious, though. Sheepstar says an oyster is like a sea booger. I kind of agree with you. Carson, I see the DJ sticker. I have a problem. My iPhone 16 Pro is attached to it, and suddenly the DJI arm falls off and disconnects. Oh, the DJI. Oh, gotcha.
I understand that. Yeah, it's a balancing act.
Joey does not like the Rocky Mountain oysters. Then here we go. Question from Dane. Can DJ please talk about his experience running detailing training programs and the do's and don'ts when it comes to classes and training, both as a student and a host?
I mean, the biggest thing is going to be finding somebody that you're comfortable with, right? You know, finding somebody who is not going to be stuck giving you A to Z curriculum that's already kind of predetermined. You lose the value as the student. Being able to kind of set expectations up front, understand what you're getting yourself into, and and as a teacher, you have to be able to adjust on the fly to make sure that that person is leaving with the most boxes checked for them, for their situation, their business, whatever it may be, whether it's a a phone call before, obviously phone calls, or emails following up to make sure everything's, good to go. But no, I mean, anybody who can kind of experience that, I mean, it's just, it's an accelerated success of a one-on-one training. I mean, there's obviously so much great content available, but having that one-on-one or small group training, I mean, just takes you where you want to go so much quicker. You learn what not to do in detailing, which is a big thing. You don't second guess yourself, and you're not running to your phone, can I do this or can I do that? But it's there's a lot of things within that just training can, in-person training, just so much quicker versus any kind of videos or feedback from online. Yep.
That's super cool.
Sweet, man. Well, thank you for that. Let's see. I'm not sure what Hydro is talking about. Any solution or tip to the sticker? Do you know of anything? New sticker for the DJI thing?
Oh, yeah. So it's just a balancing act. At the end of the day, you have to kind of move that little magnet that they have on there. Just move it down just a hair. But yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Megan says, I think Dane wants us to talk about detailing. Yeah, Megan, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Nothing beats a fresh plate of Newfoundland mussels and fresh cod. Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
It says Newfoundland on here. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, well, the heck. Well, then I will just see myself out of here. And Sheepstar says, Megan, after going off as a movie critic, take a seat, Dane. Anthony, you're more likely to get hit by a George Lucas on a U-cycle than die by feasting on oysters. Ooh. Now, Neil, is that true, though? Because there's apparently this happens quite often.
Don't get him started,
It just,
please,
people
Neil.
don't, not everybody dies, but people get super, super sick. And it just seems like it's a common occurrence. I know it's not... I don't know, man.
What did you come in the other day?
I don't want to go out that way, though. You know what I mean?
The other day you came in, first thing you said to everybody at 9 o'clock in the morning, I think I have something. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah. It was anxiety. Or is that what I said, right? Something like that?
I don't know.
I asked good questions. They just went skin deep on their answers. And then we need an anime series about the effect of Portuguese beans. I do not know if we do need that, actually, especially not one that is made by Joey or Alex. Dane caused the anime discussion. Oh, man,
Dane
this
gave
is
us
too
a book
funny.
report on him.
Anthony and Carson, would you prefer the liquidator would you prefer the liquidator and wear the new M22? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Or would you prefer it? I like both the liquidator and the M22. I don't really have a preference there. Honestly, whatever one's closest to me, I'll grab, and I'll actually have a really good time using it.
Personally, I like a smaller towel, so the M22 is great.
Cool. Here we go. Dylan says, if you could learn paint correction all over again, would you do it differently? How so? What would you recommend to somebody trying to be self-taught? How about that, DJ? You think you got that one?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, we're so lucky that, machines, polishes, and abrasive technology has come so far that you can kind of pick something up pretty basic and have some level of success. So I think we're super lucky in that perspective. But do something different? Man, I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I was kind of just at the early part where there wasn't a whole lot of, social media information and content out there that you kind of had to learn on your own. So I don't know if I would want to do anything different because I appreciate kind of like the grind that I went through to learn what we've done. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would do anything different, from that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Neil White here saying, Anthony, I used to go to Whole Foods to buy oysters. Used to also go to Whole Foods. $1 each, so good. Ooh. Oysters, shucker in hand. Nice. Fine Detailing says, I'm trying to have DJ put his hands on mine and guide the polisher. I'd pay big bucks for that. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
DJ,
what is your favorite 3 TRC towels and why?
Ooh.
Well, number one, obviously, is the M22. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal. I love the Creature.
Yep.
Just super versatile, whether it's paint, all-purpose, anything in between. And I'm actually going to go the FTWs.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Sweet, man. That's a good lineup.
Yeah.
Alex says, don't tempt DJ with a phone call. And then Sheepstar says, at Ryan, like that scene in the movie where the two people are doing pottery. I don't know what that means. What's the cost for DJ to come and stay at my house for 3 days and train me? Too high for Joey.
Yeah.
He can't afford it.
JB10 doesn't work on that one.
No, it doesn't. Yes, like on Ghost, but we have our shirts on. I'm a classy guy. You guys are crazy.
What's going on?
Here we go. Could DJ lower the vert top and show us some interior detailing with ADS products? So we did not plan on interior detailing.
Yeah, we don't have nothing set up.
We don't have that set up right now. But we, if you have any questions about the exterior stuff, we're happy to do that for you. Dane Hennon of the Rag Company. How about this, though? We're going to go for probably another few minutes here, so get any questions that you can, because we reached the top of the list here. So we do want to answer a few more if there's anything left. Sheepstar says, I think the mistakes made in the journey learning to detail is just as important as the successes, and that is 100% true.
I agree.
I think that you kind of have to cut your teeth on, certain cars, certain products. You won't learn to appreciate what is out there, what we have, right, and where we are at in the industry without just jumping in and learning for yourself, right? Because if you think everything is, as beautiful and pretty as that you see on YouTube, then you're deeply mistaken. I mean, there's a lot of trial and error that happens in detailing, no matter how many YouTube videos you watch or how I don't know how many other people you see are successful and run shops and all that. I mean, it takes a while to get to that point. Is that there's a confidence level that you have to get to as a detailer, but there's a lot of aspects of detailing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and understanding what is the right route for you or what is the right path for you is also important, right? I mean, are you wanting to jump into detailing as a business? Are you wanting to jump into detailing as a side hobby? Are you wanting to do it just for fun and detail your own car and and not have to take on a bunch of other cars? But regardless, you do have to go through that learning experience, and it will make you a better detailer in the end. It will.
I will say, for somebody that's like taken detailing seriously last couple of years, 5-6 years or so, just getting out there and doing it, just grabbing that polisher, getting some materials and getting a trusted brand, a trusted company, it's perfect. You don't. Yeah. You don't need the next best thing.
See what I mean? Like, see,
What is
this she says right here. That's hilarious. I will say, though, that I remember my mom being hospitalized for an oyster-borne illness.
No way.
She had me dressed up in a costume, perform a dance recital routine. I'm telling you, like, illnesses is a thing, and it's just, I've decided for myself that it's just simply not worth it.
Interesting.
Cooked oyster I could probably do. Just raw oysters probably.
Would you say the same thing about like chicken? Because you can get salmonella.
Yeah, but like I don't eat chicken unless I cook it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
I don't like when I go to a restaurant. Very rarely am I ordering anything chicken.
Right.
Like that's just not exciting to me. I'm ordering steak or something.
Because beef, like even if it's undercooked, you can still eat it and you're fine.
You can eat raw beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, you're
That's
gonna be fine.
Good poll, Anthony. Good poll.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Anthony, that was a Ghost reference about Swayze. That's Patrick Swayze. We need a new one-wing challenge, says Hans. Megan, how did you get into detailing? Or sorry, not Megan. DJ, how did you get into detailing, says Megan.
Super quick story. I used to manufacture car care products during like my early college age years. The products that I would make Monday through Wednesday, I would then use them in my side detail business on the weekends. And then it just kind of got to the point where my side job was paying me more than my full-time job. And one thing led to the next, and we made the switch and haven't looked back since then.
That's super cool. Can you talk about who you worked for?
It was just a local company in Northern Virginia, outside of DC. We basically kind of made products for a lot of the dealerships, the auctions, the high volume detail shops.
So like bulk chemicals.
Exactly, a lot of bulk stuff, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Thursday and Friday, I'm a 19, 20-year-old, and they gave me this huge box truck. And I would literally drive like 2 or 3 hours in any given direction and deliver 5-gallon pails and 55-gallon drums.
That's cool. That's super cool.
Wow. That is really cool. Let's see. Sheepstar Hydra says, DJ, what is your opinion about making versions of products and how often?
I mean, it really depends. I mean, if something comes along that is better than what we currently have, it makes sense from, you know, a business end. You know, we're not against giving you guys what's available. You know.
Yep. All right. There we go. JDM Nameless says, Hero has a dilution ratio of 64:1 for a QD and a drying aid compared to other brands' rinseless wash that use a 128:1 dilution. Can you talk why this is? Chemical makeup and why for 128:1 for clay lube?
You know, yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just going to be kind of generic directions, right? You know, even though we want to kind of be precise in our directions, like, can you use it 64:1? Absolutely. Can you use it 128:1? Absolutely. It's just, you know, we like to have different dilutions. Maybe sometimes if somebody likes to pre-mix, you know, a rinseless, a glass cleaner, a quick detailer, you know, you have different dilutions, but it's not necessarily one or the other. It's just, it's more so personal preference.
Yeah.
You know.
Neil White says, Megan, I understand. I'm still going to eat oysters. Okay. That's hilarious, Neil. Sheepstar says, oysters will be banned from eating a few years ago here due to the red tide. You thought those beans were bad. You know nothing.
Oh, no.
Megan says, Carson, yes way. Of course, I'm Gen X, so this is 40 plus years ago. I also grew up with a red dot matrix printer in the house.
That's cool.
And here we go. Neil says, Sheepstar, no red tide issues where I'm going. So, I'm not going to leave this Q&A on an oyster comment.
Oyster talk.
We went from anime to oysters. We've done a little bit of detailing in between. DJ's been the best sport about this ever. DJ, normally I would say we stay on track, but that would also be a lie. Yeah. This does happen almost every single week. I don't know what the tangent's going to be or where it's going to go, but the goal is to try to guide it in a way that eventually leads back to detailing. And it is just not happening right now. I'm looking.
No, we're good.
I am waiting for something. So, how about this? I got it. Here's how I'm going to end this. All right. Right now at theradcompany.com, if you spend $75 or more, you get a pink M22 drying towel, which is amazing, right? And DJ can kind of hold it up right there for you guys, so you guys can see it. It's 2200 GSM. It's a 20 by 20. It is extremely thirsty with a 70-30 blend and a hemmed edge. This thing is ready for anything you can throw at it. It's awesome. You got to go pick it up. Now, we do have some questions here. Now we got a couple here. We'll end on a good note. I'm all over the place. This is a mess.
Jeez, Anthony.
Megan says, a baby update. Is that my baby?
Yeah.
Yes. I guess I haven't really talked about that. Yeah. My baby's been awesome. She's been great. She's she's like I want to say the easiest, but she's super easy. And she's just super sweet. And she's smiling a lot. And she's starting to yell. She's just like yelling randomly. And I love that because that's fun. But no, she's just been the best thing ever. And so we've been having a lot of fun with her. It's just 2 kids is, you know, definitely more than one. It's just saying, keep that in mind. It's a lot more work. Joey Belinsky says, DJ, can you talk about the products you have said no to launching?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh. I mean, the first one that's going to come to mind will just be a solvent-based dressing. You know, I know a lot of people use it. We're not going to make one. That would be probably like the only one that would be a definitive no. And probably not a dedicated glass cleaner with, you know, rinselesses, waterless washes, how good quick detailers are. You know, we don't want to have excessive stuff just to fill a void in a line. Yeah. Like, we want detailing to be fun and we want it to be simple. We don't want to overcomplicate it for people.
Yep.
But those would probably be the 2 that, you know, at least at this time, I would say are a definite no. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, this has been a ton of fun, and it's time to finally put a bow on this. Thank you guys so much for joining us. DJ, thank you for coming all the way out from essentially DC right,
Yep.
to join us for the week. It's been a ton of fun, and we still have a few more, fun things left here on the plate, and then you're going to be headed back here pretty soon. But the ADS team, you guys are doing an amazing job. You guys are absolutely killing it. And that's not just the products that you guys have been producing, but really just the general feedback from the industry, right? It's been just
short form's been killing it, so shout out to that.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
you guys'
the team that Bradley's been, the guys at the warehouse, down in Florida. Obviously, I'm in remote. The rest of the team's down in Florida. I mean, they've absolutely been crushing it, man. So we're very thankful, and we got a lot of good people in place.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, excited to see what you guys do here in the upcoming year. Excited to see you guys at SEMA again. But that's going to be it for today. We have kind of a few more questions here at the end. We covered some of those favorite detailing products. We kind of went over that. This has just been a great Q&A, and so we really appreciate everybody being here. Dang it. I'm getting, so we're getting a lot of questions here at the end, but it's like tricky because they're coming in as detailing questions, but then they're slipping in anime and oysters. And so I think that means, we've reached our capacity here. Yeah. So, Carson, thank you so much for joining us today as well. So, as always, if you guys enjoyed the Q&A here, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. You guys can subscribe down below for more. We do these every week, and we will be back here next week for another Q&A. And then the following week, actually, no, we won't be back the following week because we'll be in Georgia. Yeah. Yes, we will. So we'll figure out something for that. But anyways, we appreciate you guys being here. Stay safe. Have a happy weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.